Hey everyone, got something new to try today. Always been curious about this one. Today we're going to try making steak and ale pie. Sounds yummy, a good British dish. I hope I don't massacre it. Tasted good, so let's put everything together and do it right now. Ingredients. First up we have about 2 pounds of stewing beef, 1 can of ale, 2 cups worth, some beef stock, sliced mushrooms, a couple small medium onions, some bacon, puff pastry, tomato paste, a little bit of garlic, and salt and pepper, and a little bit of thyme. Dealt with the bacon first. That's about a half a pound of bacon, chopped up into small pieces. Onions, peeled, chopped into slices. We'll put that aside till we need it. Here's our tinfoil pan we're going to use. Spray her up because I'm not sure what's going to stick. Over to our frying pan. In goes our bacon to start. And we're just going to cook it down, break it up, and keep going till we finally get it almost cooked. Then we're going to throw in our onions. The bacon will cook down along with the onions. Sliced onions. This ought to be good. There we go. Now to that, we're going to put in some garlic because we're almost done. Nice and minced up. 2 big cloves of garlic-ish, depending on your preference. Mix that around for 30 seconds. We are good to go. We're going to get all the bacon and onions out. There's a little bit of bacon grease there. I think we can use that down the road. Over to our pan. In goes the bacon and onions. Yummy. We'll just spread that around on the bottom. If anything, it smells really good. Go back to our frying pan. It's all nice and warm, medium heat, of course. In goes our stewing beef. Cut to whatever size you like. That's what I like. And I'm going to do it in 2 lifts so it's not really crowding the pan. And there we are. It doesn't have to be overly done because it is going to end up going in the oven. It depends on how you like your beef too. Second lift, mostly cooked. And in that goes. Into our tinfoil pan goes our beef. There's our steak part. We haven't got an ale yet, but we'll get to it. Back to our frying pan. In goes half our can of ale, because we're going to get all the bits off the bottom. Yummy. It's nice and foamy too, and now it really smells good. Okay, let's get that off. We got everything out, and that just gets poured on top of our stewing beef. Yummy. Steak and ale starting to come together. The rest of the beer goes in next. Just like that. Okay, I saved myself a couple sips. And that's 2 cups of beef stock. And while we're at it, we need some tomato paste. And that's a good tablespoon-ish of tomato paste. Mix it all together. This goes back on the stove. Now we got to bring this mixture up to a boil. Okay, you see what I didn't do? I didn't put in the cornstarch. 2 big tablespoons of cornstarch, along with 2 tablespoons of water, a little more, and I forgot. But that's okay. A little later on, I've got a chance at redemption. And then once it comes up to a boil, we gotta quickly cover it with some tin foil. And not that that hurts at all, because it does. Because it's hot. It's been boiling. This will go in the oven, 350 for 2 hours. We need to work on our mushrooms, so a little bit of oil in the pan. There's our whole sliced mushrooms, and honestly, I could have doubled that up. It would have been just fine. The mushrooms really mixed with the beef and ale really well. So here we are 2 hours later. This comes out. Now I still have a redeeming moment. I could put the cornstarch in right here because we need to salt and pepper it. Put some, put our sage in. A little bit of whatever you want to put in it, really. And then our mushrooms. Now I'm trying to be nice about it because, of course, once you're done cooking your mushrooms, they get all small. And this was the case with this one. So I had just enough to kind of cover up the top. And I still could have put the cornstarch in to thicken it up. And did I? I did not. We get our puff pastry out, peel it off the wax paper, and unroll it out. Now it pretty well fits there, sort of, kind of, almost. I could have taken a knife and trimmed off the corners, but I thought, So I just kind of squoze it in like that. Make a couple vent holes for the pastry. And then I realized I forgot to use the cornstarch. So into the oven it goes. We put the cookie sheet on, just in case there happens to be a spill. So the last thing we're going to do, and this is kind of optional, I found, is we're going to take an egg, give it a good mix. Well, once we get it out of the eggshell, of course. Give her a good mix, because we're going to egg wash the top of our pastry. And this really browns it up. So I don't know if you really have to. I did, and you'll see later just how dark it got. It got really dark. But it's all good. And then we just brush. Try and get the egg onto everything. Well, back into the oven this is going to go at 400 for 30 to 35 minutes. And when it comes out, look at that. See, I told you it was going to be a little dark in spots. But you know what? It still looks good. It smells fantastic. And there you have it. There is our steak and ale pie. I cut a piece, and of course you can see it's kind of runny. Not as thick as it should be. But taste-wise, hey, this was good. If you think you're going to like steak and ale, you're going to like this one, for sure. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.